Good morning and welcome to Beyond the Contracts podcast. I'm Maresa Morrow with Parks.
And I'm Jennifer Hart with Churchill Mortgage.
It is such a nice, beautiful day here in Middle Tennessee, and I want to start today by giving a huge shout out to a dear friend of mine, Carolyn Hall. She has written a cookbook. It is Mama's Table, Y'all Come Eat by Carolyn Hall. This cookbook was a labor of love for her. It was she started writing recipes down for her daughter who was getting married last year and evolved to this. And so I just want to tell her I'm so proud of her. This cookbook, she's a great cook. I don't know if you all have ever had the opportunity to run into her. She will make you laugh and love on you and feed you really, really well. And so I wanted to just spotlight this for a minute.
And her picture's back here.
Oh, yeah, look at there. There she is.
There she is.
There's sweet little Carolyn. She's fantastic. And so I'm going to be giving away one of her cookbooks. Watch my Facebook because we're going to do a giveaway. I'm not sure how we're going to do it yet, but I'm going to be giving away one of her cookbooks. I'm super excited about it. But we also
Congratulations, Carolyn.
Yes, we also wanted to give you a quick little update.
Let's talk about the market and real estate, just a little bit.
So just real quickly, with this fall coming, we wanted to something as simple as staging your home. We are not in the market anymore to where you just throw it online and you get 25 offers in the first 5 minutes. That's gone. Even though it's kind of we kind of go back and forth. Houses are sitting for a little bit, and that's because of mortgage rates, but you want to stage your home and get it. Two main things I tell my clients right off the bat before we get into the meat of it is to make sure you show square footage, so clean out your clutter, and counter space. You want to make that kitchen look really good and large. They want good spaces to work in. But having said that, you want to do that because the houses are sitting, so you want to give them as much wow factor as you can. Inventory's low, and so it's a little bit of a contradiction, but you want to put your best foot forward because we're not getting that wham bam off the market in just a couple of hours because of the interest rates, and that's kind of we're just a little bit all over the place.
So let me ask you a question about that. So let's say somebody's not yet ready to list their home, but they're thinking maybe in the spring, maybe next year. And I'm thinking curb appeal. And I know my husband and I are getting ready to maybe add some seed to our yard so that our yard looks really good for next spring. Is that a good idea?
Absolutely. You definitely need to plan ahead. I mean, I know there's some circumstances where you want to sell, you need to sell quickly for whatever reason, and that you don't have a lot of time. But if you are thinking in 6 to 9 months of moving, take a look at your house. Try to take yourself out of that. We painted 10 years ago. That you need to reevaluate. A lot of times you can go online and look at the things that you like in a house and turn that back around on your home.
That's a great idea.
Yeah, and
I never thought about that.
And try to look at it. So everybody loves their home. Everybody loves their space, but you're going to have to try to take your personal opinion out of it. And that may be asking a friend, a family member, or even a realtor what their opinion is. Just know that if you ask that question, I'm going to be really honest. I'm not going to hurt your feelings, but it may sting a little. You may have to take your...
But you kind of want that. You do want honesty.
You got to have honesty. Yeah. So it's all about preparing and getting it ready to go on the market.
And so let's go back to something you touched on. The number one question I get right now is what's going on with interest rates. And again, my common phrase and answer is what we know is that we don't know. However, market analysts agree, and there's one in particular that we follow here at Churchill, Barry Habib. He's fantastic. And he keeps saying over and over, it's going to take a really bad jobs report to really see a difference and start to see rates come down. The Fed actually take a different approach to what they're doing in regards to interest rates. So I just wanted to touch on that a second. And I know that sounds harsh. We don't want people to lose their jobs, but unfortunately that may be what it takes for us to see really any improvement in rates. So I just want to say that.
I'm always fascinated on how the feds, like what the reports they look at to make those decisions, but they're always
I know a lot about that. I have a lot to say about that. If you have questions, just like
Absolutely.
Maresa was just saying, I'm happy to share that with you guys. I would love to share that with you, actually. It's the education part that I talk about so frequently. And in regards to a mortgage, again, it goes back to just what you were sharing. When you get your home ready, you also need to get ready to actually get a mortgage. And there's
a plan.
And while we talk about higher interest rates, let's also think about the positive. People have a lot of equity in their homes, and homes are continuing to appreciate. Appreciation levels are really strong right now. So there is an offset to everything negative. There is definitely a plus. And if you've got questions, because again, we talk about home buying strategies, this is going to be key for the rest of this year and into next year. So
Absolutely.
But really,
Well, and I was going to say, I had a very good conversation with a friend on Sunday about one of our earlier episodes and how we explained some things to her, which opened a conversation that her and I had. So we wanted to throw it out there to our audience. If you have a topic that you need more information on, reach out to us. You can email us at beyondthecontractspodcast@gmail.com and throw us some
We have
questions.
an email. Yes, we would love
We
that.
have a Facebook page you can throw something out there on, and whether it's in this forum or personal, we would love to answer any questions that you have, or get on, or have a topic of discussion that we can get some of the highlights to here. So
awesome.
We're open for any questions you may have, and we thank you for joining us.
Thank you so much for your support. We appreciate you all, and we will
Don't
see you
forget
very
to
soon.
like and share.
Like and share. Thank you.
Thanks. Morning. We have Dre Bessone on the line with us via Zoom, and she is here to talk about Depot Days in Smyrna. If you're not familiar with Depot Days, it has gained so much momentum over the years. It is an event with vendors. It brings you to the downtown area of Smyrna, which is the depot area. There's a train depot there that it is surrounded by. And Dre, give us a little rundown of how it started.
Well, the Smyrna Independent Merchants Association puts this on every year. It started, I think, roughly 16, 17 years ago. I just came aboard a few years ago, and I've learned a lot about it. I've met a lot of people doing this, and just Smyrna is such a wonderful community with lots of great small businesses, and that's what SIMA is all about. So Depot Days started a long time ago, and it's gotten bigger and better every year. We have wonderful sponsors like Taylor Farms, Front Street Pub. We have stages with all kinds of bands. We have food trucks. We have a train for the kids to ride. Like, there's all kinds of stuff going on.
So about how many vendors do you have?
Last year we had over 140.
Wow.
We're working toward that goal. I cut it back a little bit just to give everybody more space. Front Street, we can't take over all of Smyrna, unfortunately, but we do have a lot of people coming out every year. I know that we had over 10,000 in attendance the last couple of years. That's a lot of people, and it's a free event, so it's completely open to the public.
Free event, yes. So tell us what, so you have vendors, you have entertainment, you have food, there's a beer garden. Do you all still do that?
Yes, we absolutely do. We'll have a beer garden out there checking.
What's a beer garden?
Oh, yeah. Explain what a beer garden is.
Well, Casual Pint, they've done our beer garden for us the last few years. They have local craft beer that they sell, and they bring a truck out that has 4 or 5 different beers on tap, and we rope it off so it's safe, 21 and up only. But you get to try a variety of different things. We'll also have wine tasting. We'll have, all kinds of other things going on, like bounce houses and
So it's definitely a family event.
Yeah.
yeah, it'll be fun for everyone. The beer garden isn't a huge area.
Yeah.
Just want to keep it fun and safe for everyone.
Yeah, that's just one of the many events that they have going on. They do have children's things, entertainment, lots of food. They have they're really trying to revitalize the depot area of Smyrna, and I think that this helps to bring attention to it because if you don't have business over there on Front Street, you don't necessarily go down there. You use Murfreesboro Road or other areas, and it is such a fantastic area, and they've really done a great job with the depot. And now we have that garden right there. I forget what the name of that is.
It's so beautiful, and they're really doing a lot. If you haven't been to the downtown area, go check it out. There's new businesses, there's new restaurants, there's new shopping. There's a lot more going on down there than people realize. And just the depot area is a great place to host an event. So make sure to check that out too.
Drew, tell us how they can find some more information about it.
So our website is simatn.org. You can click on the Depot Days tab. You can text me if you have any questions. My number is all over the website. You can email us, call us, whatever you need to do to get in touch with us. We're here. We still have several spaces available, but vendor space is getting limited. We've already filled up our food truck portion, but if you wanted to sell food, you could still do that in a tent area. There's all kinds of things going on, so we would love to have more vendors and get our maps done pretty quickly. We're going to have a mixer before Depot Days. So we'll have a get together. And if anyone wants to come to that, we would love for you to join us.
Nice. Now explain to us what SIMA is. I know the Smyrna Independent Merchants Association puts this on. Explain to us what they do for new businesses.
So our whole mission is to encourage people to shop local, to think local, eat local. We call ourselves the 68 percenters. And people ask all the time, you might see that bumper sticker on a car and go, what does that mean? Well, for small businesses, for every dollar that you spend at a small business, 68 cents stays in the local community. And that's so important to keep your communities healthy and thriving. We need to support all of our small business owners, and that's what SIMA is. That's our acronym that we use for Smyrna Independent Merchants Association. So you'll hear SIMA getting thrown around, but that's what we do. We just encourage people to shop local, to think local, and to keep your communities healthy.
Yep. And it's a great source of information if people are thinking about opening, where to open their business, where in Rutherford County. I think that they would learn quite a bit about Smyrna and the people that are there and the support that they offer for it.
There's so much support here. We have an amazing membership. We have a great board of directors who are passionate and dedicated. This is a nonprofit. We don't do this to be profitable. We do this so that we can give back to the community and support each other in every way possible.
That's fantastic.
That is one of the things I love most about Rutherford County. And that is something we hear over and over is giving back to the community. So I'm glad that you pointed that out because truly that's the heart of our county for sure in Smyrna.
Right. And having a Depot Days event that's free for the public and where people can get out and not just meet the vendors but meet their community. Exactly. I think it's fantastic.
Yeah.
Well, you'll meet everyone if you come out to Depot Days. It's our biggest event of the year. It's our biggest fundraiser. And, a lot of our proceeds go right back into the community as well. We donate to charitable organizations. We donate to scholarships. So we just really want to help keep our community happy and healthy. And we do that by supporting our local businesses.
Perfect. That's fantastic.
That's
Dre, thank
great.
you so much for joining us
Thank
today.
you.
We appreciate it. And again, if you need any information, go on their website and find out and come out and join us. It'll be a fantastic event. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Ladies, I appreciate it. Have a wonderful day. See you at Depot Days.
Yes.
You too. Bye-bye. Thank you.